Today, just going to be going into the Government of Canada's new announcement about in relation to the housing market. And here's the title of their news release. It says the government announces 30-year amortizations for insured mortgages to put home ownership in reach for millennials and Gen Z. Announced on July 29th, 2024. So, blah blah on the article, that just filler in the first paragraph, but the main point is summarized right here. So, Christiana Freeland, Deputy Prime Minister and Prime Minister of Finance, announced on August 1st, 2024, lenders will be able to begin to offer 30-year amortizations for insured mortgages for first-time homebuyers purchasing new builds, providing younger Canadians with more affordable monthly mortgage payments. Extending amortizations by up to 5 years will allow for lower monthly payments, helping young Canadians unlock the door to their first home, while also incentivizing construction of more new homes. So this is a new initiative by the government to, I guess, curb the weight of the current housing market in terms of how much you have to pay to buy a house, right? I mean, if you extend out your mortgage by 5 years for a house that costs you, you took out a $1 million mortgage on, right? Uh, $1 million loan on, right? And mortgage. Then basically you'll have more time, I guess, to pay that off. It's not going to change the amount or value or any of the underlying issues in the market, but it will just give you, I guess, more comfort in that you don't have to pay everything right away in 25 years, right? Or long time, but saying that the monthly payments or whatever the payment periods are will be less because it's extending the mortgage time. So let's see what the experts or an expert has to say on this. I'm going to go to an article by nowtoronto.com here, and it says a big fat nothing burger. Toronto realtor says Canada's new 30-year amortization period won't help first-time buyers enter the market. So a pretty, you know, critical article here, it sounds like. So the writer goes on to say, as of August 1st, blah, 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 mortgage loan insurance protects the mortgage lender in case a buyer can't make mortgage payments. Up until now, if a down payment was less than 20% of the price of a home, the longest amortization allowed was 25 years for an insured mortgage, as stated by the Government of Canada. However, those who paid a down payment of higher than 20% could qualify for a 30-year amortization period. But interest rates would typically be greater due to no mortgage insurance. So let's go down here and see what Bethany King, Toronto real estate broker, has to say. Says it will free up buying power slightly by reducing monthly mortgage payments. But then the founder of Fox Marin Associates Ltd. brokerage, Ralph Fox, said the policy is effectively redundant because it applies to new builds only where minimum down payments requirements are often higher than 20%. There you go. It's just for optics. He says the Fox referred to the new amortization schedule as political optics and a big fat nothing burger, saying it may have an impact if it was applied to resale properties. Most developers, or almost all developers, especially in Toronto, when you buy a new home from them, they want at least 20%. But insured mortgages are distributed to buyers who can't afford a 20% down payment, so you understand the conundrum. According to Fox, it is unlikely that those with insured mortgages will be able to purchase new builds in Toronto, and even if they can, they still have to pay insurance premiums and interest over a longer period of time on a resale property where amortization periods are 25 years. In addition, most pre-construction condos cost about $1,600 a square foot, according to Fox, whereas a resale home is at about $1,000 a square foot. New sales are up 70% below the 10-year average as a result, Fox explained, and the fact that buyers are going to have to put more than 20% down to buy from a developer. That basically disqualifies anybody looking at this program. So if you understood what I said there, Fox is basically saying this is not going to do much for Canadians and doesn't really solve the underlying structural issues of the Canadian housing markets. It could help, maybe take off the pressure of monthly payments, but outside of that, it's very, very narrow sighted as it only helps a small group of home buyers, first time Canadian home buyers. So, and they have to be buying a new property, new build, as he said. So it's very narrow in scope, and it's been blown up to seem like it's some great help for the Canadians and young Canadians buying properties, but it's actually just for optics. So there you go, guys. The Justin Trudeau isn't saving anyone here with that announcement today. Nothing really going on, and just playing the optics, signaling to the Canadians that, hey, we're doing something. We're trying to help you out. Not really, though. Alright, guys, that's all I have to say today about this. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you all later, and I hope you enjoyed this video and learned something. Bye.